Head movement certainly is going to be key. All the movement is going to be key for Herndon. Now, besides movement, Gabe, does Herndon have the power to hurt Wilder?
Well, you know, at the heavyweight division, anyone can be hurt. You know, these are big guys, 200 plus pounds. So any shot. I like how Deontay's starting off this round. Like I said, sticking to that jab, keeping his distance. Not really loading up on the right hand, just letting it go a few times, setting the tone for the fight.
Final 10 here of the opening round. Herndon tried to throw a looping right hand. Herndon, something to think about. Wilder utilizing that jab. Certainly has the reach advantage on Herndon. Herndon's going to have to find a way to get on the inside, continue to move. Certainly doesn't want to be a stationary object there as Wilder immediately.
Left hook in, though.
Wilder obviously has always been in great shape, but uses the right hand, backs Herndon up a bit. Herndon trying to now get Wilder on his back foot. Wilder continues to float the jab out there.
You know, for Herndon to be successful, he needs to slip and weave his way inside and throw off that movement. For him to be straight up like this right now, he's not going to be able to get shots in with Wilder.
No, absolutely not. And, you know, he after alluding to the Joseph Parker fight, but, you know, I watched that fight. Parker was not only moving, he was throwing. He was getting in and out.
Yes.
And he was giving Wilder something to think about. A huge looping right hand. Herndon gets out of harm's way. So right now, Herndon's doing a good job at avoiding the right hand, but he's got to, as you mentioned, loop in and out and try to get some. Something that he does have in his arsenal. That left
nice check hook.
Puts him down, and Herndon looks at referee Ray Corona saying that was a slip. That was not a knockdown. It's good on the scorecards, and Deontay coming out very aggressive to start round 3.
You know, I like Deontay's approach. You know, he's establishing the jab. He's standing firm on his shots. He's looking good.
He looks determined. It's been a peaceful mindset all week as that left hook connects there. And now another stiff jab.
And you know, one thing Deontay's doing is he's sitting on that jab. Every now and then he just pops it out there. It's a rangefinder, but then he'll change it and he'll sit on the shot and make it a power jab.
Another solid jab there from Wilder. He's looked good. He's looked sharp.
Yeah, it's very difficult to defend a jab when it's coming from different speeds and the power's different.
But Herndon's still very much in this fight. A huge looping right hand again. Herndon got out the way there.
But the thing is that Herndon has to throw off of the...
Wow. Another jab there. Uppercut just missed there.
Good head movement right there by Herndon.
He's going to have to be doing that the entire fight. But again, Deontay with a solid jab. Continues to float it out there.
Whoa.
Herndon just got underneath that right hand of Wilder.
And you know, Herndon, he has good eyes because he's slipping, he's avoiding these big shots. But you got to make your guy miss, and you got to make him pay.
Yeah, right now Wilder does not. Herndon comes in just enough. But again, the left hook from Wilder. Wilder with the jab again.
That's a nice hook. Not forcing the issue. He's not diving in to land that big right hand and falling off balance. He's staying disciplined, so a nice strong jab And the thing is, you got to understand that Herndon is not really cooperating. He's not throwing anything back where then Wilder can hit him with a clean shot.
And now Wilder's trying to close the distance here.
It's very difficult to land big shots on a guy that is being defensive minded. And that's what Herndon is doing.
Right there again, Wilder tried a little stick and move, get out of the way. But just, again, not letting the hands go that much.
And Herndon landed a nice jab right there. That's a nice check hook right there by Wilder.
Followed it up right with the jab. So Wilder's, he's active. Won't throw a punch for several rounds. It's not the case here. And you know, the length could also be an issue for Herndon. Not only the power, but Wilder is significantly bigger.
Absolutely. That's what's giving Herndon a lot of trouble. He can't figure out how to get through. And Wilder's keeping that jab very busy.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's continuing to stick it in the face of Herndon. Now Herndon tries to close, utilizing that left hook.
Wilder's going to have to start doubling that jab because he's just pawing that jab, and Herndon can counter off the top. He has to double that jab, stop the counter from coming.
And now Herndon, this is a 10-round heavyweight bout, our main event. As Wilder unloads that left hook. And it was able to catch Herndon there. I think Herndon's a little bit off balance there. And Wilder now presses forward and make him think. Because if he's allowed to just stand there and try to time you up, eventually he will catch you. The left hook connects for Wilder. I mean, Wilder's doing a good job in this fight of showing that, you know, he's not just a one-trick pony. He's not just the right hand.
Yeah.
He's using the jab, check hook, and now that right hand again. Herndon kind of laughs it off. Wilder kind of paws at him with the left. And that right hand backs Herndon up. I think Wilder's getting closer and closer, dude.
Yeah. And the thing is, I like when Wilder's throwing that right hand on balance and he's not diving in.
The left hook did some damage in the last round. Caught Herndon on the chin. Now,
ooh, nice. Nice sneaky short right uppercut by Wilder.
Wilder has that in his toolbox. We've seen that throughout the years. And now a big right hand just missed Herndon there. And now Herndon trying to be the aggressor.
I think a shot that'll work for Wilder is every time Wilder's throwing the right hand, he's throwing the right hand up top. So Herndon knows where that shot's coming. But if you could trick him and come throw the right hook to the body, give him something else to think about.
And Herndon utilizing the jab. Right hand backs Herndon up a bit. Good double jab there from Wilder. Mixing in the shots. Not seeing as much movement from Herndon as we did earlier in the fight. Deontay just with that right hand back.
See right here when Wilder's pressing, he would then open up the left hook up top.
Good right hand from Herndon there. Now rips into the body of Wilder. And Herndon just kind of spun wild. And that's one thing he's got to be conscious of, because you cannot stop moving against the Bronze Bomber.
And, you know, I think in order for that straight right hand, see, that's what I like. He switched it up, a left hook to the body. Start throwing different punches where then you can set up that big straight right hand.
That was a good left hook to the body there. That's what you've been calling for. Shove, according to Ray Corona, but he's telling him, you know, don't put your head down.
Herndon's breaking down, though. He got up really slow.
Yeah, the legs are certainly starting to go, and Wilder locked and loaded, trying to utilize that right hand. And Herndon again continues to duck underneath to tie up Wilder. And that right hand got through the defense. Herndon's got to be careful. There's the right hand, and now Wilder's got Herndon in trouble. There's a stiff jab there. And Herndon
to the jab and let that set up the big right hand. Nice.
There's that right hand. You know, it's partially blocked by Herndon. And now Herndon was tied up with Wilder a bit. Ray Corona letting him fight out of it. And there's that looping right hand. Herndon just ducked out of the way. And now Herndon put his glove on the mat, so that counts as a knockdown. Glove. And there, the straight right by Wilder.
And I like the Wilder staying composed. He's picking smart shots, landing clean.
And there's the right hand there. Caught Herndon. Final 10. And Herndon thrown to the ground.
To that jab. Stick to the jab. The jab is what's working for him.
And again, the movement is almost non-existent now for Herndon. We saw it in the first few rounds, but it is hard. It is not as simple as just stick and move against a guy like Wilder. And there's Wilder again closing the distance with the right hand. Herndon trying to push Wilder off. And there's the right hand that knocks Herndon back. And Herndon, Corona, you see him talking to Herndon, kind of warning him, hey, you got to show me something. And there's right hand blocked by Herndon. Looping left hook there. Oh, and that right hand got through the defense of Herndon a bit. And there's the left hook. Wilder's shots are getting through. He hasn't landed flush with that right hand. It's always partially blocked or getting a little bit through the defense, but still not yet connected fully. And there's that right hand, gets through the defense again. And there's a huge right hand, knocks back Herndon, and Ray Corona stops it. Herndon upset. And I must say, may have been a little bit too early. I think it was eventually coming, but I mean, Gabe, what are your thoughts?
I think Corona was reading the body language of Herndon. Herndon body language looked like he was trying to find a way out.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was actually trying to get back into the fight. He looked like he was trying to find a way out, and I think that's why the ref stopped the fight. He just did him a favor, like, okay, you don't want to fight no more.
He was warning him.
Yeah, like, fight
the last
back.
2 rounds.
Yeah.
You gotta show me something.
It's just the body language, taking a knee in the corner, taking your time, like not throwing back. You get hit with a big shot right there. It's like, you know, I would have liked the fight to continue.
Yep.
Because I like to see vicious knockouts.
Yeah, it's easier said. We're the ones on the outside.